What are the 10 things Sigma males instantly notice about you the moment you cross their path? Sigmas instantly spot this, the invisible details screaming truths you never intended to share. In a world drowning in distraction, where most orbit superficiality, the Sigma male operates differently, a silent observer armed with predator's perception. Before your first sentence ends, he's dissected the unspoken, the tension in your stance, the hesitation behind your gaze, the subtle tremor in your voice. 7 seconds? That's a luxury for the average mind. For him, it's instantaneous, a silent surgical strike slicing through facades before you've registered his attention. He doesn't observe. He hunts, unearthing buried motives, fears cloaked in bravado, and contradictions you thought you'd smothered. This isn't about polished shoes or scripted small talk. His radar locks onto what pulses beneath the skin, the hitch in your breath when you lie, the dissonance between your words and your aura. Try to mimic confidence you don't own, or charm you haven't forged, and he'll taste a falseness like iron in the air. There's no theater convincing enough to fool a mind fluent in the language of instinct. And here's what's chilling. His verdict is final. No appeals, no second chances. The Sigma's intuition doesn't bend for politeness or doubt. It's a compass forged in quiet certainty. So what exactly do his eyes steal that yours miss? Forget cliches like fidgeting hands or forced smiles. We're excavating the raw, the subconscious, the secret your body betrays before your brain can intervene. What follows isn't just a list. It's a mirror, forcing you to confront what you've hidden, even from yourself. Adapt or unravel. Welcome to the Sigma male community, where we unravel the traits that set the lone wolves apart. 1. Your independence level. Sigmas live untethered, like lone wolves navigating a forest of conformity. They notice right away if you're cut from the same cloth, or if you're clinging to the herd. Do you make decisions with steel in your spine, or do you waver, waiting for someone to hold your hand? Independence isn't just freedom to them. It's survival. If you're the type who can't function without a crowd's applause or a friend's nod, they'll mark you as fragile. But stand alone with quiet resolve, and you've got their attention. Think of Nikola Tesla, hunched over his workbench, chasing brilliance while the world buzzed around him. He didn't need a cheer squad, and neither do Sigmas. Studies in psychological science tie independence to resilience, showing self-reliant individuals recover 40% faster from setbacks. Sigmas don't babysit. They respect warriors who carve their own path. Show them you're not a passenger in your own story, and they'll see a kindred spirit, not a shadow. 2. Your confidence level. Confidence isn't a megaphone. It's a steady flame, and Sigmas spot it instantly. They don't care about your boast. They are decoding your posture. Shoulders back, eyes locked, voice unshaken. That's the code they decipher. Research from UCLA confirms 55% of communication is body language, and Sigmas are fluent in that silent dialect. A slouch? A stutter? They'll clock it before you finish your sentence. But here's the kicker. They can smell a fake from a mile away. Confidence isn't a performance. It's a state of being. Picture Clint Eastwood in a standoff, calm as a desert wind, or Joan of Arc facing her judges with fire in her soul. That's the real deal Sigmas crave. Overcompensate with loud bravado, and they'll tune out. Walk in with quiet certainty, owning your space without shouting about it, and they'll lean in, because that's power they respect. 3. Your boundaries. Boundaries are your fortress, and Sigmas are obsessed with whether you've built one. They notice if you're a pushover, saying yes when you mean no, letting others trample your time or energy. To them, that's not kindness, it's weakness. A 2022 study in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found people with firm boundaries are 3x more likely to be trusted in crises. Flip the script. Set a line in the sand and hold it firm, and you just painted a target of respect on your back. Ever notice how Sigmas vanish when someone oversteps? That's no accident. They'd rather ghost and waste breath on someone who doesn't know their own worth. Draw your lines, enforce them with steel, and they'll see you as a rock, not a reed. 4. Your ability to listen. Sigmas don't just hear. They dissect every word, pause, and inflection. They'll know in seconds if you're truly listening or just biding time to speak. Most people are half present, nodding while their mind races ahead. Sigmas aren't most people. They're tuned in like a hunter tracking prey, catching the tremor in your voice or the weight behind your silence. Active listening isn't a buzzword. It's a superpower. A Harvard study revealed that deep listeners are perceived as 34% more competent in professional settings. Think of a Sigma as a chess master waiting for your move. Waste it on shallow chatter, and the game's over. Meet them with depth, and they'll play along, because you've proven you're worth the board. 5. Your intentions. Sigmas are bloodhound for motives. They'll sniff out your why before you finish your what. Every word you drop, every glance you throw, they are piecing together. Are you genuine, or is there a hook buried in your kindness? Pioneering work by Paul Ekman on microexpressions proves these fleeting facial cues betray hidden agendas, and Sigmas catch them like lightning. But purity of intent? That's gold to them. Offer help without a catch. Speak truth without an agenda, and they'll lock eyes with you. They don't trust easily. Too many have burned them with hidden games. But when they sense you're real, it's like finding water in a desert. Be straight, even if it's raw, and they'll mark you as rare. Because in their world, honesty is a currency few carry. Pause here. Let this sink in. You're tuned into the Sigma male community because you crave the unfiltered, the real over the rehearsed. Whether you're a Sigma carving your own trail or someone drawn to their orbit, the next 5 traits aren't just observations. They're a mirror. Look close. This isn't about them noticing you. It's about you noticing yourself. 6. Your reaction under pressure. When the world ignites, Sigmas watch how you burn. Pressure's a forge. It either shapes you or shatters you, and they are taking notes. Do you melt into excuses or rise like steel? A Stanford study found high-pressure scenarios separate the resilient, who thrive on cortisol, from the brittle, who crumble. History is littered with examples. Nelson Mandela, unbowed after decades in chains. Viktor Frankl finding meaning in Auschwitz. Sigmas don't coddle. They respect survivors. Next time life slams you, don't just endure, thrive. That's the alchemy they admire, turning pressure into power. 7. Your level of self-respect. Self-respect is your backbone, and Sigma spot if it's iron or straw. They see it in how you carry yourself. Do you shrink to fit others' molds, or stand tall? Psychology links self-respect to mental toughness. Those who value themselves report 50% higher life satisfaction. Sigmas don't bend for anyone. Picture a samurai, blade sheath but spirit sharp, quiet dignity over loud groveling. They'd rather be alone than with someone who doesn't know their worth. Build that inner steel, and they'll see you as a peer, not a project. 8. Your energy and vibe. Energy is a broadcast, and Sigmas are dialed in. A clenched jaw, a restless foot. They catch it all. Note, the 93% nonverbal stat, Albert Morabian, applies only to emotional communication, misused often, but Sigmas do master this nuance. It's primal. They are drawn to vibe that resonate, like wolves sensing kin. Ever met someone whose presence shifts the room? That's what they chase. Fake it, and they'll ghost. Live it, and they'll linger. Your energy is your signature. Sigmas don't sign up for forgeries. 9. How you treat others, especially those who can't benefit you. Sigmas don't care about your charm offensive. They are watching the quiet moments. A Yale study found people who show consistent kindness, even to strangers, are perceived as 78% more authentic. Kindness without strings? That's a beacon. Think of Fred Rogers, gentle to every child, or Diogenes, blunt but fair to all. Next time you're tempted to snap at the little guy, know this, a Sigma's eyes are on you, measuring your worth in the shadows. 10. Your level of authenticity. Sigmas hunt for the real. They'll ditch a polished life for a messy truth. Fake a laugh? They'll smell desperation. A Journal of Personality study shows authentic people are 65% more resilient under scrutiny. Bare your edges. Admit weird hobbies or existential struggles, and they'll lock in. Think Frida Kahlo painting her pain, or Thoreau in the woods. Drop the mask. Own your weird, and they'll see a flame worth fanning, not a flicker to snuff. So there you have it. The 10 things Sigma males instantly notice about you, often before you've even realized it yourself. From the subtle inconsistencies in your word to the unspoken energy you carry, nothing slips past their radar. But here's the thing, awareness is power. Now that you know what they're looking for, you can decide how to show up, how to refine your presence, and how to navigate a world where perception is everything. If this video opened your eyes, or maybe even made you a little uncomfortable, Drop a like and let me know in the comments which of these traits surprised you the most. And if you're ready to dive deeper into the Sigma mindset, make sure to subscribe for more unfiltered insights. Don't forget to check out our related videos and playlists to keep leveling up your self-awareness. Until next time, stay sharp, because the world is always watching.